Let's head back to Saturday night now and the big rainstorm that struck Regina.
Rider fans will forever remember the night the lights went out in Mosaic Stadium. Those who stuck out the storm witnessed an amazing comeback.
But others say they didn't get that chance. Jordan Jekyll reports.
The people in front of us were soaked. I gave one of the gentlemen in front of me my rain jacket because I didn't need it.
It's been 2 days, but people everywhere are still talking about Saturday's Rider game. The come-from-behind win shot the team into first place, but that's cold comfort for some disgruntled fans.
Partway through the blackout, the security people came up into the stands and told us that the game had been called, it was over, and that we had to go home.
Melnichuk obeyed, only to hear the game resume on the radio as he made his way home. The Rider office has been fielding complaints from spectators, and management is investigating what happened.
Our security people knew that the game hadn't been called, and so whether it was an individual, on the ground who just took it upon themselves because they were worried about safety, or whether, how the legend spread, somebody says something, but clearly we did not issue that order.
Saturday's storm is also raising safety concerns in Riderville. Lightning hit the Broad Street substation, knocking out power to the stadium for more than half an hour.
Then it was just blackness. You could see lights in different areas of the city, but it was just dark in the stands and everyone just cheered.
Management is looking into why emergency lighting failed to come on right away. The power was eventually restored and the game continued, but the stormy weather had already close to half the spectators out of their seats. Despite rumors saying one fan was trampled in the exodus and later taken to hospital, Rider administration and city police report no major incidents whatsoever.
So we are at all the games. We have an on-scene commander. At this game itself, there were no charges and no major incidents at this game at all.
It's very clear to us that there's a lot of improvements that have to be made.
Hobson says they're also looking at better ways to communicate, like an emergency sound system. Things he hopes are taken care of by the next home game, the Labor Day Classic. Jordan Jekyll, CTV News, Regina.
Natasha, I imagine some fans would be a little upset if they went home and missed that ending.
Yes, that's too bad. But most of the fans were very happy,
yes.
Of course.
Yeah. With the result, sure.
Absolutely,
okay.
yes.
Natasha, we'll have more in sports after the break.
Good evening, everyone. Rider fans are still talking about the wild finish to Saturday night's game. It included some wacky weather, an hour delay, an outstanding show of support from spectators, and most importantly, a Rider victory. As Lee Jones reports, it will likely go down in history as one of the all-time best experiences at the stadium.
Nah, this is the craziest game I've probably ever been in, man.
And the Riders have a big play.
The legend of the Blackout Bowl begins near the end. After blocking an Eskimo punt in the fourth quarter, heavy rain and lightning forced officials to delay the game.
Big Western Prairie thunderstorm has hit hard here.
But Mother Nature was not done.
Those times.
Lightning struck a substation, eliminating all power to Mosaic Stadium.
Everyone had their cell phones on. I thought it was at a rave. It was everyone. It was pretty crazy. Everyone was, trying to get on their cell phones for a little bit of light. Everyone has their phones trying to light up the room, and we had some candles. It was nuts.
With no power, the fate of the game became in doubt. Officials contacted the CFL office to discuss their options, but throughout the chaos, head coach Ken Austin kept the team focused.
And just making sure that they kept their mind on the task at hand and also stayed loose.
We was able to come in and regroup, and coach was in here talking to us and had the confidence in us to say we was going to go out and win this game.
After almost an hour delay, the power and the game was back on. The Riders left the locker room expecting an empty stadium, but what they saw was the definition of Rider pride.
When I walked outside and seeing all those fans still out there, man, I was like, this is crazy. It's probably, no doubt about it, we got the best fans in the CFL. No question about it, it's not even close.
And to hear them just chanting in there, I mean, there's no better place to play than right here in Mosaic Stadium.
And the rest is history.
Joseph wants to throw, it's touched, man open, Dominguez comes back for it, he hurdles the defender, now he's headed for the end zone. Joseph, quarterback sneak. Touchdown! Fans standing. Ray in the pocket. Throwing incomplete.
With the win, the Riders move into sole possession of first place for the first time since 1976, thanks to a game fans and players will never forget.
Also on the weekend, a trade. Jason Armstead is going to Hamilton in exchange for former Rider running back Corey Holmes and Regina product receiver Chris Getzlaff.